Hello everyone, Fancy here, rocking the horrible Tobey Maguire hair again, and you are watching FANTAVISION, and today we're discussing how Walmart got its terrible reputation, because we all know that Walmart is one of the worst companies of all time, but how did it get there, and why do people think that? And what's interesting about Walmart, as opposed to GameStop, which also has a terrible reputation, Walmart is incredibly successful despite its reputation, because almost everyone universally agrees that they hate shopping there, but so many people do. And before I dive into why everyone hates it so much, I kind of want to discuss why, in fact, they are so popular, why they're so successful despite what we're going to talk about. And I think a lot of that success comes from the convenience of it. They're everywhere. They're open all the time, and they kind of carry a little bit of everything. So if you need some nails or a hammer and you want to pick up some groceries at the same time, you can do that at Walmart. You can get a video game, you can get construction stuff, you can get plants, you can get everything you can think of at Walmart, and their prices are usually a little bit lower than everywhere else. But the trade-off for all of that is all of the other things that give it its horrible reputation. And man, does it have a bad one. I mean, it's probably even more universally hated than GameStop. And I would argue that they're a much more evil company than GameStop. I found some things online about this company, and it has prompted me to include this in my evil corporation breakdown in the future, but I really want to stick to their reputation as a whole and the things that most people know. I'm pretty sure that most people don't know that there may be some human trafficking cases that are applied to Walmart. And in other countries, they've got factories that are doing terrible things. A lot of people don't know that. So let's stick to what we know for when it comes to their reputation, because that's really what is affecting them, is the things that are well known. First of all, the number one thing I believe everybody knows is the fact that they underpay their employees. Walmart is constantly in the news with how many of their employees are on different government assistant programs, because Walmart, when you're working there, they refuse to make most people full-time. Almost everybody at Walmart is a part-time worker, and because of that, they don't have to give benefits. And if you're not giving benefits like healthcare and all of these like dental plans, all of these different things that people need, then people have to turn to other options. They have to spend a lot of their money on paying for healthcare outside of their work. And because of that, they can barely afford food, so they have to get food stamps. And there's so many Walmart employees that we as taxpayers are paying for. We have to pay the benefits that Walmart is not. And so many people know this. And so many people, including myself, are pissed off about this, that they hate Walmart. And that is one of the big things that is a huge black mark on their reputation. Another thing is the fact that the store itself is just a miserable place to shop in. I don't know when the last time it was that you guys shopped at Walmart, but the white, blinding fluorescent lights, the usually dirty floor, just there's no decoration to anything. It's like you're walking into this awful warehouse. For some reason, Costco is literally a warehouse, but I don't hate being in there. There's something, it's so strange. There's like a vibe you kind of get from a place, and Costco doesn't have the same sort of vibe that Walmart does. Walmart, you walk in and you immediately feel a little bit more miserable than you were before you walked in. I can't really describe as to why this is, but it might just be the collection, the general consensus of everybody that works there and how miserable they are, and it somehow is emanating off of them and filling this building just full of misery. Because like I said, I feel it when I walk in as a customer, and I sure as hell felt it when I worked there. I was one of those people that was probably giving off that miserable vibe and helping fill the building with that feeling. And I know that's some woo-woo shit, But I'm serious. Like, it's just something about walking into Walmart. It's like a haunted house. You walk in, you get like these weird vibes, and you hear that people have been murdered there before. That's what it's like when you walk into Walmart. And that's another reason why their reputation is terrible, is because people that work there hate working there. Most people that work at Walmart are not having the best time in the world. And it's not just because, oh, it's just a job, Fanta. Everybody hates their job. No, it's the fact that they treat their employees terrible. It's the fact that they're unable to pay most of their bills, and they have to be on these government assistance programs. Most people aren't proud to be on these government assistance programs. Whenever people talk down to someone that has to have food stamps or something like that, you think they're just trying to take advantage of the government? Yeah, there's probably a percentage that are, but most of these people feel bad for the fact that they themselves can't provide for themselves or their family. And that's because Walmart just doesn't provide for them. And also, management in Walmart, I mean, it's so incompetent. It's so many different Walmarts. I don't think I've ever been to a Walmart where I was like, oh, these managers really know what they're doing. No, it always feels like the place is mismanaged and nobody knows what the hell's going on. And also, because of everybody that hates working there, there are so many people that work at Walmart. Think about how many people you may know that have worked there at some point or work there now. They employ a lot of people. And yeah, you could say that's a great thing. They're providing jobs to everyone. But guess what? If you are hiring that many people, and that many people, most of them, hate their job or have a bad experience, how do you think that's going to reflect on the store's overall reputation? A lot of those people that hated working there and have that bad experience, not only do they tell their friends and family, but a lot of these people go online. Whether they're on YouTube or not, I have found endless forums of people discussing their time working at Walmart and how much they hate the company. It's amazing to me that a company this hated is so successful. It really is. And I think it just comes down to that convenience factor and the slight price variance. I don't know. They must just have a really good marketing department because of how many people just detest the company but still shop there. And staying on the topic of employees, they hire so many people that are completely incompetent and can't do their job. I had so many managers that didn't know what the hell they were doing. I had so many coworkers that didn't know what the hell they were doing. And they just hire everybody. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's the easiest job to get. And because of that, the lowest common denominator just works there. And it's just so frustrating when you're shopping there and you try to get someone to try to help you out and they just can't figure out anything that's going on. And, sometimes it's not their fault because the technology's not working or they're working in a different department. But a lot of the time, even if they're in that department, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't know how to help you. And it gets really frustrating really fast. And the way they staff their stores and where they put people in the store, I mean, that's just another thing that really just irks you as a customer. When you're shopping at Walmart and you're trying to find somebody for the electronics and there's nobody there because for some reason they decided to understaff every single other department, so they send all of the electronics people to other departments and there's nobody there, and they have to somehow hear over the loudspeaker that's barely intelligible at all on a good day when there is somebody in electronics, and then you have to walk all the way across the store to get back there to help someone. I mean, I've been on the other side. I've been on both sides of this event. I have had it where I am not able to get anybody to help me in electronics at all. And I'm standing there for 10 minutes and I have to just go hunt down someone to get someone else to help me unlock something. I've also been on the other side where I am working in electronics and they decided to, like I said, understaff everything, and they send me to the paint department, which is way the hell down there, and I don't hear on the intercom that somebody's needing electronics, or even if I do hear it, I am on the other side of the store, and I have to come walking all the way across the store. I get there. Sometimes the customer has left because they gave up. Nobody was there. And they weren't there because some other manager told us to split up and go all over the other parts of the store because they decided not to hire enough people or to not pay enough for hours. Walmart cuts so many different corners, it's ridiculous. And that's why the store's ugly, that's why people hate working there, and that's why people hate shopping there. Like I've said in previous episodes of Tales from Retail, good God, all of the different electronics that people need to do their job at Walmart are so outdated. Now, maybe they've updated by now. I don't shop at Walmart anymore. I don't know. But when I worked there, almost all of our scanners were dead. Our portable printer barely worked, if ever. You had to smack it a couple times, restart it a bunch of times, try to get it to work. The registers would constantly go down, and some of them were running on this crazy terminal software that was a pain in the ass to look stuff up. There were so many things that just didn't work, and because of that, it makes the shopping experience so much more difficult for customers. If you go to Target and you want to know the price of something that you can't find the price of, you can just go to one of those polls and you can just scan the item. It tells you how much that item is. Easy. You want to know at Walmart, you better hunt somebody down and have them help you and hope their scanner happens to work. Walmart has had countless protests. It has had so many different news articles about horrible crimes happening there. I mean, the crime rate at Walmart's is insane. I mean, if you look at areas, like if you would have a heat map of where crimes happen, Walmart's are always going to be in the red. And you could argue, oh, well, that's going to be a lot of stores where it's going to be in the red, especially Walmart. I don't understand what it is about this store in particular. It might be all of those things combined that just attracts the lowest common denominator of people and brings in as many thieves as possible and people that have a temper or something, because there are so many crimes, fights, just fires. There's so many things that happen there that just don't happen as often at other stores. And that is another thing that, as they continue to make the news, that is murdering their reputation. The thing is this video could go on for a very long time. I could keep going with all of the different issues. I could do a montage of just news clips of Walmart being in it for mistreating workers, the different crimes like I just talked about. There's just so much that Walmart does wrong that I feel like I need to save a lot of it for the evil corporations videos that I've got planned for the future. I've been doing some research and I have been shocked and appalled by just how many companies out there do some truly despicable and awful things. So look forward to that in the future. Of course, comment down below about things that I missed. I've probably missed a lot. Like I said, this video could go on a lot longer, but you get the point as to how they've lost their reputation as a great company that is great to its employees and the people that shop there, to a place of misery that you shop at just because they're the only place that's open. Like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more content, and as always, have a fantastic day. See you guys. Doing that weird intro where I'm at the fridge. I don't know, I'm trying to think of weird things I can do for the intro. I don't know why, I just want to keep making it weird. So, I barely touched my beer this episode. Usually I'm holding it and drinking it in between cuts, but I completely forgot about it and I was just focused on the topic at hand. This is Rogue Bat Squatch Hazy IPA. And, I mean, look at the art. The art is really cool on it. I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it. If you look it up online, it's pretty neat. I like the artwork on it a lot. Perfect for camping and potentially making a new friend. What does that mean? Potentially making a new friend? I don't know does that just mean you get drunk and you wake up next to somebody? I don't understand. I mean, it is a 6.7%. And it's really smooth, and they don't really have a flavor profile in here, but it's really interesting. It's unlike most IPAs I've ever had. It doesn't have really any bitterness to it at all. It's just kind of smooth. Tastes a little bit like cantaloupes, which you'd think wouldn't be good, but it is for some reason. It's like guava juice, but they smashed some cantaloupes and threw them in there too. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's really weird. The more I drink it, the more I like it. I mean, that could just be because alcohol.